When was this mosque built?
It was built in two different phases. That is, the first phase was done in the early 1970s during the regime of Th.D. But later on it was completed in the year 2007. So I may say the construction was originally spearheaded by the late president of Uganda and by the first Muslim president, Idi Amin. When he came into power in 1971, he secured this area to the Muslims. 1975, he started the foundation. 1979, it stopped for 20 years. Stopped from 1979 to 2001. 2001. We got the lead of Muslims, Sheikh Ramadan, who wanted to continue the construction, but he didn't have the money. So he talked to Gaddafi. That was 2001 when Gaddafi was in Uganda. So Gaddafi agreed on the construction, went back to Libya, and he consulted the World Islamic Society, who granted him permission. And in 2002 July, he sent the engineers from Libya to Uganda. They came and carried out a study about the foundation, but unfortunately that foundation that was done by Idi Amin in 1975-79, it was already weak. So what they did was to put everything down and start from scratch in 2003. The construction therefore took 3 years, 2003 to 2006. Officially it was opened in 2007, thus calling it the Gaddafi Mosque. You can call it the Kampala Central Mosque, you can call it the Uganda National Mosque, you can call it the Old Kampala Mosque, but the famous name is Gaddafi Mosque. It is known to be the second biggest in Africa, after Hassan II in Morocco. When we talk about the size, it can accommodate around 35,000 people. That is when you combine more than 4 sections of it. This section for the men, the other section for the women. There is the outside part where we shall be walking on as we go into the tower. There is a lower mosque for the daily 5 prayers. And on the bigger celebrations like Eid, even the parking is used for prayers.
So how many people come every Juma here?
Juma we get around 7,000 people. Since the city center or Kampala is mainly the Islamic area, it is mainly dominated by Muslims, so you always get around 7,000 people can be in here. At the same time, it was designed using 3 different types: the African design, the Arabic design, and the European design. We have the windows, the glass from Moreno, Italy, the Moreno glass. That's the European design. We have the wood on the pillars, on the wall, on the doors, on the windows from the Democratic Republic of Congo. That's the African design. We have the architecture designs and the Arabic writings done by the Moroccan engineers, Arabic design. The carpet specifically made for this mosque, made in Libya, also Arabic design. When you look at the carpet and you look at the structure of the mosque, it is the same structure. We have the chandeliers from Egypt, Arabic design, and we have the marble from Italy, the European design. The mixture of the African, European, and the Arabic design was mainly measured on one thing: unity, togetherness, or peace. In that wherever you go, a holy place, it's always a place which unites different people. It's not only a place for one class, it's a place for everyone. So the reason as to why they had to bring the different cultures was just to signify unity and togetherness. We have one of the holy books right here, the Holy Quran, which is the biggest version. I might say maybe the biggest in the world that people have seen, because I've done my research for 1 year and 3 months, but none of them has ever told me that maybe he saw such a big Quran in any other mosque. But everyone says, it's my first time to see such a big Quran. It was given to us as a donation or as a gift from the late Mama We have two, Arabic and the translation. So whenever you come here, it just depends which language do you understand. You know the English, we have very many English Qurans, and if you know the Arabic, we have very many of them. That is the pulpit for the sermon. So on Friday, the Imam stands right here. He takes us through the sermon using 4 different languages. He uses English, Kiswahili, Luganda, and Arabic. Simply because it's a national mosque. We always host people from different walks of the world. If I just talk about the country where we are right now, Uganda, we're having around 6 kingdoms, whereby each kingdom speaks its own language. We have also around 51 indigenous groups of people. Each group can speak its own language. So
Wow.
a leader finds it difficult, and that's why he tries to use 4 languages, so that at least everyone can try to understand how the sermon is all about. After preaching, the pastor will restore. He comes and stands right here at the Qibla, and then he takes us through. So this is the direction towards Mecca, which is the Qibla, and this is the Italian marble that I told you about, which was also imported from Italy. This is the place where the call of a prayer is done, right on this mosque, the Adhan, and it's done also 5 times on each time of prayer. The voices, the person calling is standing right here, but the voice is coming out from the minaret. That's why most of the people say, I heard someone singing from the minaret. I heard someone calling from the minaret. I heard someone shouting, which is totally wrong. He's not singing, he's not shouting, but he's just telling people that it's time for prayer. That's it.
Okay.
At the moment, maybe if there's any question before we walk to the ladies section and we get to see it.
Okay, let's go there and look. And wow, so what's the estimated cost of building this?
Unfortunately, we don't estimate in Islam. We don't do like someone, when you donate something, you don't just expose how much you've donated. So the secret is between Gaddafi and God. So none of us know about how much the construction costed. Maybe what I can say, millions and millions of money.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt there's millions in this place. So what all is marble? Up there is marble too?
Yeah, when we go up in the tower, we are going to see the marble, which is on top of the domes.
So all the men come in this part.
We always clean it every week. We always have the vacuum cleaner, and it's cleaned around it can take 4 days for someone to clean it. Therefore, they start if they're cleaning, they start on Monday up to Wednesday or up to Thursday. Because Friday, people always come here at exactly 11:30.
This the women's court, no?
This is another section which is used in case the 2 sections inside are full. If I can give you a hint about what takes place here on Eid, the main section and the women's section is all used by men. This section is also used by men. The lower mosque for the daily 5 and the parking is what is being used by the women.
Right.
I'll show you a photo of how. This is the women's section. Looks to be a bit much smaller compared to men because we never mix up our times of prayer. Sorry about that. Looks to be small compared to the main section because it's optional. for the women. They can either pray from home or they can come and pray from the mosque, depending on their choice. At the same time, we don't mix up our times of prayer because we always want to be focused. We believe that a man can distract a woman, but at the same time, a woman can also distract a man.
Yeah.
So for the two sides to gain, we separate. I told you about the architecture design, which was done by the Moroccan. Nothing is being painted. Everything is hand carved, as we can see right here.
That's hand carved.
And as you can also check up in the domes. I
Wow.
also told you about the Arabic design of the chandeliers. So when you look at the chandeliers, you can see the Arabic characters, whereby those chandeliers were imported from Egypt. And the architecture was done by Morocco. The wood, Congolese, which is the mahogany, and the carpet is Libyan.
Somebody carved that with hands, Skye.
I mean, and they brought it in.
It's just like concrete, so they have to put something like a chisel.
So it was like this first, and then they chiseled it down.
Yeah.
On a ladder or what? Lord, how did they get that far up?
Okay. All right. So let's go to the next thing now. We're going up to the. Can we go to? Yes. Can we go? Nice. Okay. What is this?
It was Eid, the Eid celebration.
Okay. Eid. Okay. When was that?
It was something like last month.
Oh wow.
So the whole, you can check up here, you can check outside of the parking, all people were there. And that was before prayers. When people were just coming in, you can see the parking is being
Wow.
used. As you can see, the roundabout, people are just coming. This is the other outside part.
2017. Wow. Okay. Wow.
We take this off after we come out.
Can we carry our shoes up the?
We are going to carry our shoes as we head to the tower. Put on the shoes. You take it. It's very easy. Because the reason I saw you are going up is not just to make you get tired, but it's for you to learn about Kampala. This is the origin of Kampala. This is where the name of Kampala came from. This is where the city as Kampala started from. This is the center of Kampala. This is the oldest area of Kampala. And it's the only place where you can learn about the original 7 hills that were making up Kampala, since Kampala originally was standing on 7 hills. So that's the reason I say you're going up. We are just going up to learn about the 7 hills that were originally making up Kampala city.
Going up this thing.
Gee,
No.
here we go.
So if it is a bit hot,
Huh?
you take this off. But you keep the skirt on.
Okay,
All right. Let's go, guys.
What do you do?
what?
Put on the skirt and you go. It's okay if you remove it. I mean the skirt, but the head scarf, it's fine. You can get it.
You take your headstone off when you skirt on. Gotcha. Let me show you how this is done.
When's the last time you been on that stairmaster?
To do the more of walking, the less of talking. As you talk, you need to breathe. But as you keep quiet and walk, it becomes much easier for you. Almost halfway. Original. So he's having a question. But what is the purpose of this town? I told him that it's mainly for the call-over period. Originally, for the microphones and the speakers, so the call would be down on top. But now, the speakers are connected up, and the call is done inside the mosque, but the voice comes out from the speakers in the tower.
Are we almost there?
Halfway,
Halfway.
8 steps to half.
I don't like heights, by the way.
You're going to first take a break,
Yeah.
and then later we continue. I think that we can make it to the last.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, no. I don't like heights.
See Kampala City.
Beautiful.
Look at that traffic jam.
Oh, wow.
As if they're back here.
You been here before?
Yeah, I play from here.
Oh, okay,
3 times, 2 Th.D. I've been playing from here.
Oh, okay. You come here, okay. What a view.
I want you to see it have a difference between the half and the last point. Because when you're here, the city is a bit far. But when you get to the last point, it draws. It's very easy. When you make it to this point, make it to the last point, it's only 4 rounds. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. To make it to the last point. It's very easy.
Walk around my
You
way.
can take one more look around, and then we continue.
But we need to take some pictures with our phone. We could take it from up top, though.
My camera is dead next to you.
Will we come out like this up top? Ask him, honey. Man, it's gorgeous.
Hey, Bunty, that bridge you jumped off of, look down. Is that how tall?
Yeah, probably.
How many?
Wow.
How high is
So far,
Nice, huh?
this? Far away from the
I mean, you
maybe
don't
when
look
you're
at
here, it's
it.
fine. Maybe
When you're here, it's
When I'm down there,
When you're down on
don't
the
leave it right there.
streets, when you're down on the
Yeah,
streets,
swipe
you
it.
put your bag in front of you.
Swipe or no swiping?
And
No,
in case someone pushes you, it's on your
Oh, it's a
right.
setup.
Don't turn. Just stay focused. Keep
Okay.
on going.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the tips. Yep, I'm not leading the pack this time. Scott, stop that.
How is it so far?
Doing great. JR would not do this. I'll tell you right now.
One key to this is if you take a big, deep breath of air in and hold it and do it 3 times before you do this, your lungs will expand and you won't breathe as hard. Whoa.
Stop that, Bunty. I was telling them don't get so close to the edge.
Maybe just don't think about it.
I'm not. I'm looking at the ground.
You said you wanted me to work out, didn't you? Sky is moving.
I don't like moving so far. I can't see it.
This, he knows his stuff, don't he?
Keep on going. 60 steps. You have 8 steps to go. Almost there. You can do this.
I can do it. I can do it.
And the last one, if you're not afraid, you look down and see how far. Write it down. No, they can do this. A big one.
Incredible.
I'm just letting somebody else with that one.
Get an elevator in here.
Scott, where you at? No, please not, Scott.
Congratulations. You have made it.
We have made it.
Can you see how all the roads are coming towards this area? Can you guys see that this road, when it's going round over hill, is the point where all the other roads start from?
Where? Show me again.
The road, this one, that is going round.
Okay.
You can see that all the other roads are starting from that road.
Ah.
This is the old Kampala Road, one of the oldest roads around Kampala. And this is the oldest area of Kampala. The hill itself is Kampala Hill, but being the oldest area in Kampala, it is called the Old Kampala Hill. You're gonna first take a rest, then later I'll talk to you about what the name Kampala and all the stuff.
So if you walk around, can you show me what's what? So like this road goes to where?
So this road and the other one, they take you to the King's Palace, which is the only white building.
Okay, I see it. King's
That's the
Palace.
King's Palace. This road takes you to the other Catholic church, where we see the two-tower building. That is the oldest and the first Catholic church in Uganda, which is called Lubaga Cathedral, the only cathedral in Africa to be visited by the 3 popes.
Oh wow, okay.
This road is called Fort Road. It takes you up to the Anglican Church, which is Namirembe Cathedral and
Okay.
Namirembe Hill. And that cathedral is the first cathedral in Uganda. It was built in the year 1890.
Wow.
Then we have this road, which is called Gaddafi Road. It takes you up to Makerere University, where you see that hill covered by trees.
Katanga,
That is
yeah.
Makerere University. Katanga is quite behind.
Okay.
Then this one takes you, this is called Chagwe Road. It takes you up to the president's home. The president stays right at the end of the road, where we see something like a yellow barricade in the middle of the road. So that's where the president stays, and that road is called Chagwe Road.
Chagwe.
And at the same time, this is the road which is connecting us to the city center. This is like our CBD. Yes.
Wow.
Maybe now I can explain to you what Kampala is.
Yes, we can wait on her. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna go all the way around and see everything here.
Okay, I think we can start from this way.
Okay. Can I go this way?
We can. Okay, so as I told you, this is the origin of Kampala. This is the point where Kampala started from. The name Kampala came from 2 different origins. That is a combination of English and Luganda words. That's one of the sources, but the second source, it's a combination of the 2 English words. Here in Uganda, we basically have 6 kingdoms, though originally we had 4 kingdoms. But each kingdom speaks its own language. Right now we are standing in the largest kingdom, which is Buganda Kingdom. The people are called Baganda. Therefore they speak the language Luganda. There is a Luganda word which is Akasozi, and it simply means a hill.
Hey, Harrison.
Wherever you see a hill, just call it Akasozi. And originally, since this is a hill, it is Akasozi. And on this Kasozi, it was a forest. And in that forest, we had the animals known as the impalas.
Ah,
So
yeah.
the king of Buganda used this area as his hunting ground. So he would always come to this hill for the impalas, and the people would say, the king has gone to the hill of impalas. Kabaka agenze ku kasozi Kampala, kasozi Kampala, kasozi Kampala, to finally Kampala. Uganda as a country was colonized by the British. So when the British came to Uganda, they first visited the king's palace. So when they reached the king's palace, they requested for a place where they should camp. So the king allocated them right on this hill to be their camping site. But whenever they'd be asked, where are you? They would say, we are camping on the hill of Impala. But by that time, we as Baganda, we didn't know English. So they used to say, hey, Agambie Kampala. He has said Kampala. From Camp Impala to also Kampala. So the sources are two. You can say the hill of Impalas, Kasozi Kampala, or you can say camping on the hill of Impalas. At the same time, when the British came, this is where they built their office. And that building with the green roofs, with the two green windows in a T form, is known to be the first European building in Kampala, which is called the Fort Lugard, and it was built in the year 1890 by one of the first British governors, who was called Captain Frederick Lugard. It is now called Fort Lugard, just from the name, and it is now used as the Museum of Buganda King. Kampala by that time was 7 hills, and they are the original 7 hills. This is our hill number 1, which is Old Kampala Hill. Hill number 2 is this hill, which is covered by trees, which is Makerere University, and Makerere Hill, which is our oldest university in East Africa, and the third best university in Africa, still the best university in East Africa. Hill number 3 is Namirembe Cathedral and Namirembe Hill. That is the hill for the Anglicans, and that is the first Anglican church in Uganda. That church is called Namirembe Cathedral, and the name of the hill is Namirembe Hill, which comes from a Luganda word Emirembe, which means peace. So the word Namirembe simply means mother of peace.
Wow.
We come this side. Hill number 4. Hill number 4 is where we see the 2-tower building. That is the first Catholic church in Uganda, which is called Lubaga Cathedral. This Anglican church is older than the Catholic church by 2 years, because the Christian missionaries were the first ones to come in Uganda. So the Roman Catholics came 2 years after the Anglicans. So the other one is the first church and the only church in Africa to be visited by 3 popes. The King's Palace. King's Palace is a bit of yellowish and green roofs in a park. So that's where we find the Th.D. torture chambers and the ceremonial palace.
The Idi Amin torture chambers are there?
Yeah.
It's a hotel now, right?
It's not a hotel. It's a King's Palace still, but it's no longer used as a palace.
Can people visit the torture chambers?
You can visit it only at $10 per person. Then we have the very many green roofs and samurai tents upon this area. There is a winter market, which is known to be the market which is mainly known for selling the second-hand products, like the shoes, like clothes, that you may be in the United States, you lose or you donate, and you have around 85% of chances finding your shirt or shoe in Oregon.
What souvenirs? Where we need to go?
Okay, like an African craft.
Like it's in Uganda, also. It's like a soccer looking shirt.
Yeah, like the
Made
shirt
out
that
of silky material.
We'll show you. We see that something with very many ribbons also.
Baby, he's gonna take us.
That is called Ghana cake. And that's where you can find a lot of fabric. At the same time, that's what that's the little bit of the stadium. It's called Gaddafi Stadium. That was our former national stadium.
What's this building here? It's a white building.
That's the kind of hotel.
What's the name of it?
Part of Africa. Part of Africa.
Pile of Africa. Nice hotel.
Yeah, nice one. It's in the State House. The residence of the president.
President stays there.
So, this is our city center, Nakasero. And Nakasero has got everything, embassies, big hotels like Serena, Sheraton and Pearl of Africa, the Bank of Uganda, the Independence Monument, World War Monument, African Craft Market, the oldest market in Uganda, which is Nakasero Market, the oldest temple in Uganda, which is the Hindu temple.
Where's the Hindu temple?
Where we see the green, yellow, and white. You can see a 3-tower building. That's the Hindu temple.
Yeah, we were there just there.
Where we also find the 2 main organized chaos, or the taxi parks. We have the new taxi park down here.
Okay.
And when you face the other side near the Hindu temple, you can also see very many cars back down the old taxi park. And our hill number 7 is the other hill behind the Pearl of Africa with the 2 tall antennas, which is Kololo. Most of the embassies, most of the ambassadors, and most of the hostels for the travelers.
Stay there in that hotel.
On that hill behind Pearl of Africa, which is Kololo Hill.
Now, there's a movie theater right there, right?
Now,
Is there a movie cinema right there?
where?
Right here in the corner. Is it movie cinema?
No.
Okay. Okay, just no. All right. And what's this open area right here? See this open area?
That's the renovation of the stadium, Nachivubu Stadium, our former national stadium.
They're repairing it.
Yes,
Wow. For football games and
exactly.
wow. This is great. This is great. Okay. All right. When do they call for prayer?
Y'all got a bathroom?
Here.
Oh, yeah.
When do they do that?
Different times, so that